How goes it? I'm Will Maxwell, and this is What Did We Miss? In case you didn't know, between adding CBS to the fold and sending Ashley Sturm on field trips to keep her mind occupied, WWAY cannot report every story that happens. In this segment, these forgotten stories are elevated as high as they possibly can be when reported by an amateur comedian. Our first story is about dinosaurs, so hold on to your butts. A paleontologist in China found the tail of a 99-million-year-old dinosaur encased in amber. Jing Lita was at an amber market in Myanmar where she came across a vendor selling the fossil as a piece of jewelry. Fortunately, the vendor didn't know they were selling the most important paleontological find of the century, otherwise they might have charged like twice as much. The tail belongs to a Quellosaurian and contains feathers. This bolsters the theory that dinosaurs might have been covered in feathers and not scales, which honestly makes them a tiny bit less cool. I mean, the T-Rex isn't as scary when you realize it looks less like Godzilla and more like the Philly Fanatic. Now, obviously, this means we're one step away from reanimating dinosaurs. I mean, in the documentary Jurassic Park, they culled dino DNA from mosquitoes in amber. Clearly, they can do a whole lot more with an actual dinosaur tail. Even though Canadian paleontologist Ryan McKellar says there's zero genetic material in the amber and that Jurassic Park is science fiction, I'm hip enough to know that life finds a way. If you're looking for a controversial Christmas gift that'll cement your status as that one relative we don't talk too much anymore, unfortunately, you'll have to keep looking. FisherPrice has announced that the Happy Hour playset is not actually one of their products. A picture circled the internet featuring toddlers playing make-believe Cheers, which is just entirely age inappropriate. That show was before their time. Instagram user Adam Padilla created the photo as a joke, but consumers directed their outrage over the fake product to FisherPrice. Now, FisherPrice is a big company, so I hope for at least 5 minutes they believe they did create the playset and we're trying to figure out who to blame. It's time to award this week's Grinch of the Week. This is when I look at stories where the news sources labeled someone a Grinch, and then I decide who was the Grinchiest of the Grinches. Now, our contestants this week included an Australian teen who snapped a Christmas tree in half, and also the president of Venezuela who confiscated nearly 4 million toys from a toy company. However, the honor of Grinch of the Week goes to the thief that stole Christmas decorations from the same house 3 nights in a row. Now, I know you're thinking, how does that possibly outweigh the 4 million toys being confiscated? Easy. We're looking for a Grinch. An entire government taking toys is more of a Meisterburger thing. This persistent plunderer was caught on surveillance video coming back to David Cormier's house for 3 nights in a row and even wore the exact same clothes every time. Talk about a routine. It's like they're in Groundhog's Day but never learned their lesson. They took over $500 worth of decorations, including a snow globe featuring Anna and Elsa from Frozen. Look, if you're still out there holding on to this family snow globe, let it go. I'm Will Maxwell, and that's what we missed.